Pisces, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late May, moving into early June 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know, I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's happening for the lovely Piscean collective out there. Hope you're all doing fabulously fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here. My guides and spirit team, talk to me. What do we got for Pisces in late May, early June? What messages, energies, insights, all that good stuff? What can we give to our good friends? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. At the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. Let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Pisces, late May, early June. It's Gemini season. Beautiful time of year, in my opinion. See what energies we got. Here we go. Thank you. Same exact one came out for Cancer. Okay. So I do feel like this could probably be for all water signs in general, but the same exact one came out for Cancer this week, which is very bizarre to me. That rarely ever happens where two signs of the same element get the exact same card here. So if you're connected to Cancer, maybe there's something in that reading for you as well. This card just seems like there's a lot of energy that could be affecting you, or your energy could be in a lot of different places. It's complex. Now, before we fully dive into it, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the May subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk a little bit about this card. So on its face, it seems like a very simple card. We see that lady. She's sitting in the center of the room. She's at a chessboard. There's different chess pieces. There's a cage. There's a butterfly. There's a cat. So all of these things, they do seem inconspicuous, but symbolically, this is a very dense card. So when I see it, I say, hey, there might be a lot of things affecting you in this time. Hopefully you're not in hermit mode or feeling cloistered in one way or another with this card. That's a little sub note I'm picking up here that differs from the Cancer reading. But I know, as part of the collective, the Pisces collective myself, and I have other water placements, that we feel things pretty intensely. This card is when either you might start feeling a little overwhelmed, or there's just a lot of things affecting you. So make sure you're taking care of your energy in this time, okay? Because it could be coming from a lot of different areas, even ones you don't realize when this complex card is here. Another message I always give with this card, since it has that chessboard and the queen is in red, there could be something that you need to strategize or plan about or put a plan into action, but we're just going to leave that as is. Let's get into tarot now. And I always say the first card here, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 cards in the upright, then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. So let's shuffle it up one time. What do we got for the Pisceans here in late May, early June? And while we get this deck shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading, my friends. It was titled An Important Talk. There was a lot of energy around communication and the importance of communication. And I was picking up a lot of people around you like last week. So just know, even moving forward into the coming weeks, there could be like lots of energies of lots of different people, whether it's like the situations you're dealing with, or your phone's blowing up more than normal. It just felt like a lot. So we're going to see what we have for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. So when we take this out, it's for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone that you're linked to. Let's get it going, though. 3 cards here for Pisces, late May, early June 2024. What's going on for my good friends? There we go. Ah, the Hermit. And didn't I say, like, with this card, hopefully you're not like in hermit mode or cloistered in one way or another, and the Hermit's the very first card that pops out. Yeah, we're gonna have to take a look at this. Nothing wrong with being in hermit mode. There's a lot of positive aspects to this card as well. Okay, but especially when we were talking about the importance of communication last week. Now we have the Hermit in position number 1. We're going to need to look into that. So let's get a couple more. What do we got for Pisces here? Thank you. All right. Yeah, something coming out of hermit mode very suddenly. Very, very suddenly. Okay, Judgment. That's another card that you share with the Cancerians. That was one of their cards. What we got? One more. Thank you. Okay. All right. I mean, it's like stop, go, stop. We have the Hierophant right here on the back end. Yeah, we're going to have to talk about this all-powerful major arcana here, Pisces, and it seems like there's just a lot of energy at play, like I've been feeling since the very beginning. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into that juicy intuitive stuff. So at first look, first glance, I was already giving you a little insight as the cards were coming out. Like, this just feels like a lot. Obviously, all of these are very powerful major arcana, and major arcana in tarot represent big themes in our life, possible life-changing situations that we're going through, or just, things that they're not fleeting. They don't just pop in and out. Like, these are big, powerful themes that could be affecting us. And on the extreme ends, we have a lot of earth, which at first glance, especially for people with water sign placements like us, earth energy, we vibe pretty well with it. When you mix water and earth, there's a lot of possibility. But it's interesting because, like, this powerful judgment energy in the center, it's like it's grounded in by this earth, and it's like, I don't want to say trapped. Let's go through piece by piece and really start to build this out, because I'm getting a very odd mixture of energy, because it's like full stop, full go, full stop, and it's kind of like trapping this judgment. So there might be some hurdles that you need to get through. All good though. Position number 1, Hermit. So a portion of you might just be connected to a Virgo whenever the Hermit's here. Now, this isn't a card that's all bad. I know it gets a bit of a reputation sometimes. And if you're not connected to a Virgo, I always say the positives of this card. It's highly spiritual. It's connected to spirit. This is a card of wisdom and knowledge. So for a lot of Pisceans in this time, maybe you're just trying to learn new things or learn a new skill or a new trade, whatever it might be. It's just like soaking up the knowledge. That's the big thing with this card. Highly connected to spirit, but what's the big thing with the Hermit? It's solitude. So there could be something you're pulling your energy back from, or there could be something you're shutting yourself away from. You might just be in hermit mode yourself, right? Like, you might just be laying low, doing your own thing, not causing any waves or anything like that, which is cool. But the thing with the Hermit is it could represent issues in communication, right? Blockages, not communicating clearly. So when we saw that in last week's reading, the importance of communication, we start with the Hermit. We're really going to want to look into this further. That is for sure. Now, getting to the center, complete opposite of the energy surrounding it, we have judgment. Powerful karmic energy. This is also spiritual. So that is one thing that's in common with every single one of these cards, is they're highly connected to spirit, which, I mean, Piscean energy is also highly connected to spirit. Judgment could be a literal judgment you're making, a judgment call, a decision. You might be at a crossroads, but I always say with this, it's a card of change. It's a card of things shifting. It's very explosive. It's Plutonian. So whether this is something you're wanting to change, or whether this is something that's about to, when we go from the Hermit to judgment, it's like very explosive. It's like out of nowhere, just like boom, similar to like a tower. That's what this is making me feel, but not in a bad way. I'm not trying to get anyone freaked out or anything. So we'll just see. I mean, maybe it's a good thing. We'll just have to see what's up. It's also karmic in nature. That's what I always say about judgment. And it is connected to angelic energy, which is something that I really like about it. Sometimes this card could represent things swinging back around or returning. So keep that in mind, whether it's situations you've dealt with, whether it's individuals, there's a chance, there's a possibility when judgment is there for like something to repeat. Now, moving to the very back end, we have the beautiful Hierophant. So this could connect to the Taurus. So you see what I mean? We got Virgo, we got Taurus, and the Hierophant is a complex type of energy. It looks like a Pope right there. So once again, connected to spirituality, showing up through every single one of these cards. And I tend to think of power structures first with this. So religious institutions, corporations, politics, things like that. We think of day-to-day life. The Hierophant is life within the box. It's not thinking outside the box. This is a card of routine, dependable type of energy, things that you've been dealing with for a very long time. It's extremely grounded in that sense. In regards to relationships, this could represent people that we have a ton of history with, people that we connect with for long term. And it could even represent marriage sometimes when the Hierophant is in the mix. So you see what I mean? It's like we have this really, really strong grounded energy surrounding this judgment. So I feel like something building up, building up, building up. It's like the energy is coming to the surface. And the rough side of the Hierophant, yeah, it could represent like things stalling out or just roadblocks. So I want to dive deeper on all of it. Let's jump in and clarify. Let's get a good shuffle here for Pisces, please, my guide spirit team. What do we got for my good friends? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Hermit. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Pisces, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, Hermit time. Let's see what's up. Why is that Hermit here, please? Definitely the energy of someone laying low. Lady Justice. So we do have some Libra energy starting to show up here, more of this karmic energy. And I do feel like this is somebody like just trying to let things mellow out. And it's another similar, very, very similar energy that I was picking up in the Cancer reading. Again, another powerful major arcana. So just know right now, if you're in a quiet time, or if you're in a time where things seem to be stalled, things seem to be quiet, or they're not moving like super fast, that could be a very good thing for you. Okay, so just know any problems or energies that like, I'm getting an interesting intuitive vibe. Like with Piscean energy, we're good at sensing things. Okay, I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. I think most Pisces, like we could feel things in the air, and there's something like you're noticing it's missing. It's like, all right, well, why can't I feel this? What's this? Like, why can't I feel this? It's like giving me an odd vibe like that. Take that for what it's worth. So whether it's a person's energy or it's a situation's like a little detached from one's intuition, very odd. But when I see Lady Justice here, it's very karmic, and I do feel underneath the Hermit pulling back your energy in general, whether you're feeling things, whether you're not feeling things, whether you want to do something, whether you don't. I feel like pulling back your energy will get you the best results. So take that for whatever it's worth. Yes, the big karmic archetypes are here, but just like doing your own thing, getting into hermit mode seems like the move right now. Okay, because you know in life sometimes there's time for action, sometimes there's not. To me, this is like, all right, just pull your energy back for a minute and let things balance out. Let's keep moving. Like it feels like there's a time and a place. Let's see what Judgment has to say. I want to see what all these cards have to tell us. So, thank you. Boom, Knight of Swords in reverse though, huh? All right. So hopefully this is somebody that's going to come towards you, correct? And this is, once again, something about you pulling your energy back is going to cause a reaction. So, all right, let's put it like this. A lot of times when they speak about manifesting and bringing things towards you, a lot of the advice says that like after you manifest something, release the energy. And it's kind of giving me a similar vibe here where it's like, okay, pull back your energy to home base and watch how it like comes towards you like a slingshot, because this to me is explosive action happening. Now the Knight of Swords, if it was in the upright, I would say it would be coming towards you like even faster. Sometimes this card could be a little bit confrontational. You might be connected to an air sign for all I know, but when I see the Knight of Swords in reverse underneath Judgment, it's like, okay, well, whether this energy wants to or doesn't want to, it's going to be moving in a very specific direction. And I do feel like this is explosive action coming in. Okay, whether this person or this energy wants to or not, this is like the oddest type of energy. Now, I really want to get over to the Hierophant and see what that's about. But the way this energy is flowing, like I said, it's pulling back the energy, pulling it back to home base, and then boom, this like slingshot of explosive energy comes in. So let's see what happens when we get over to the Hierophant. Let's see what's going on here. Like it's very similar to like when you don't care about the end result, or like when you stop caring so much about something. Like it's very okay. This is not like the usual Pisces readings I get, that's for sure. So let's see what the Hierophant has to say. And for some of you, maybe this is someone you're connected to, possibly. What we got? Okay. Yeah, so we do have the Ace of Pentacles in the upright. So this is a really beautiful end result for a lot of you with whatever situation you might be going through. I love this. It could be a big offer or opportunity that's going to be on the table. Now, I always say that with all aces, that's what they could represent. Either someone making a firm, really good offer, or this opportunity has long-term implications. Okay, so I like how the energy is flowing, because it's like, all right, well, don't chase it, pull back your energy. It's going to come towards you, and then boom, we have this energy. Ace of Pentacles is like a golden ticket, right? Like this is a golden opportunity or offer coming from the spirit side, and it's new. So when I see a card of new opportunities, new cycles coming in, and we have like karmic energy going on, and then we have the Hierophant, long lasting, I feel like something or someone very important is going to be like entering this stage in the very near future. All right, so keep that in mind. Like either there's going to be a very important event, a very important person or individual, they're going to enter the stage. That's a big vibe I'm picking up here. Now, I know not every single Pisces is watching this for like love, romance, interpersonal relationships. This could even revolve around finances and work too, right? Like if you're like looking for work or wanting to switch your job and blah, 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 like we have some good long lasting career stability on the back end too. So it could really go either way. Let's go through and do a quick recap, Pisces, because I'm feeling a lot of things, and this is not the usual Pisces energy I'm used to reading, so just take it however it is for you. But position number one, we have the Hermit with Lady Justice in the upright. Now, I did say, like, this was a little concerning with me on the front, how we had the earthy energy, like, clamping this judgment in. But on the front end here, I do feel like withdrawing or pulling your energy back is the way to go to let either something calm down or I don't like sounding so cold, but not caring so much, if that makes sense, which is easier said than done, but you're going to get a much better result. Like when you release the final outcome, you're going to get a much better result, because once you do that, this energy in the center is going to like spring towards you like a catapult, like very magnetic. Okay, so whether it is a person, a result, a situation, you name it, it's very explosive action here. And it's like this energy can't help it. That's kind of the vibe. Like it can't help but to move towards you or come in. Onto the back end, we have the Hierophant with the Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful. So for a lot of you, there could be a long-lasting opportunity or offer that's going to be put on the table very soon. Or this is a very important person or individual that's going to be making themselves known. So it could be one, it could be both. It really depends on your story. I feel overall this is a good result for you. So please take a screenshot. Let's see what's in the shadows here. Let's shuffle it up one time and see what we got for Pisces, my guides and spirit team. What do we got for my friends? And yes, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see just yet. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge. They could be a good thing. So let's get you one. What do we got for Pisces here? And yes, if you've made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love for all my channel members. I really do. Okay, let's go. What do we got? Quick, very, very quick. Okay, so we do have the Devil here, which I find super intriguing with especially the early part of the energy we picked up within this. Now, the Devil is the other earth sign that did not show up within this. So it's like we have Virgo here, Taurus here, now we got Capricorn. And a big thing I always say about the Devil, I don't always go worst case scenario. To me, I say it's similar to the Hierophant in the way that it could be something that has long-lasting implications. So whether it's a situation that's been a little stuck or situation you've been dealing with for a long time, the Devil could represent it. Okay, and like with all this earthy energy, for some of you, you might be in a place where you feel like, is this ever going to happen? Is this ever going to change? Or is this ever going to pick up steam? Okay, when the Devil's in the mix. I would also say, with Devil showing up in the shadows, if you're not connected to Capricorn, watch out for any addictive tendencies in this time. Okay, once again, I mean, I don't make judgments about anything like that, but when the Devil is in the shadows, it's like, okay, well, take stock, whether it's behaviors, whether it's things, like watch for anything or anyone that has too much addictive tendency. So leave it at that. Pisces, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the May subscriber surprise. If you would like to book a one-on-one personal reading with me, you could check out my digital calendar at mastermetaphysics.com. But for the May subscriber surprise, we're doing a winner's choice this month, my friends. 2 lucky subscribers will get their choice of either the Everyday Witches Tarot, which is a wonderful deck. It's one of my favorites. Or you can choose a crystal pendant of your choice from my website. They're homemade. The energy is luscious. They're beautiful. So it's winner's choice there. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments where in the world you are from. You don't have to give me your home address or anything like that. It could be your country, state, province, whatever it might be. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you again soon.